How do you view Apple maybe 10 years from now? What does it look like, and how is it different than Apple today in 2018?
Right now, it's really the phone is the primary way that people experience Apple. But in the future, when you think about what they're doing around hearables and wearables, and the watch, despite having a slow start, is starting to get some more traction.
It's turning into a nice business for them.
Turning into a nice business. I think that when you put on glasses on top of that, and potentially something around autonomous, I think there's just going to be more touch points. And when you put it all together, they're really going to emerge as, today they're the window into your mobile world. And I think that in the future, they're just going to be more the window of the world. And I think that they're going to have a lot of products that surround us that we're going to experience that through, and then they're going to make money on the services side of that.
So what it sounds like you're describing to me is that concept of ambient computing, where
ambient computing.
You might not be gawking at a screen all day, but when you go somewhere in a car or in your home and you want to listen to music, Apple will be there. It's
not going to be computing for everybody, though, too. This is, I think they're still going to stick to their higher margins and the idea that they want to create great products and beautiful products that generally work. And I think that they're not going to change that approach. And that's going to mean that they will still be kind of limited to this 15 to 25% market share of where we're going to be in 10 years.
Where are the weak spots you see in Apple? Who are their biggest competitors and biggest threats?
I think the biggest threat is around AI and how that changes the utility around these devices. Let's say Google is successful at creating some remarkable 10x bit better difference in terms of how easy it is to send a text message, or just little nuances of your phone knowing what you want to do. That potentially is a threat.
And their own hardware business, which it seems to be growing nicely as well.
Yes. So that's probably the biggest threat. There's also a threat around the handoff between eventually the smartphone, the iPhone, to glasses, and how that's probably going to be the next big shift in terms of computing, at least on the hardware side. They believe in this, this painful process of phasing out successful products. But whenever you do that, it creates room for somebody else to enter stage left.
Let's talk about acquisition. Historically, Apple doesn't like buying companies that large. They spend maybe tens or hundreds of millions, not tens or hundreds of billions on companies. So what kind of companies do you think they would look at to acquire, or maybe name some specific ones you think should be on the radar?
So I think the type of acquisitions, the kind of the two that by name I think make a ton of sense. One is Magic Leap. Separately is companies like Peloton, which is, you'd think of it as more of a home exercise in the home type of business, but really it's a content play. And it also plays into some of the things that Apple does just around
health and fitness. One of Tim Cook's personal passions, and it also is kind of attention to detail with the way they build their hardware. But I think there's things that they could do in the several $billion type of range that could really enhance how you think about Apple. Look
so
at
I'm
that
looking
camera?
right here.
No. Both of you looking at
both look at that camera.
Okay, gotcha.
Okay.